Marathon season is in full swing, so I thought it might be interesting to also make a video that explains a little bit more what is happening inside of your body and also what is actually something that a lot of runners are missing. Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm a professional running coach and also a little bit of a scientific nerd. And in this video, we will dive more into what the science is telling us about running a marathon. So the first 6 hours after a marathon, your muscles will be macroscopically damaged and also the glycogen storages will be depleted by up to 90%. And that is just even though you've been fueling enough during and before the marathon. Another thing that is also going to happen is that inflammation inside of your body will arise. So that also will mean that our immune system is going to be way more active. We're also going to retain more fluids, even though we are dehydrated because of the marathon. Therefore, what is very important is in those first 6 hours to be, first of all, drinking sufficiently and then also eating enough carbs to restore those glycogen storages. And then 6 to 12 hours after the race, our muscles will start to feel sore. So that actually is called DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. And even though our immune cells are activated, our immune system will temporarily drop just because of the huge impact of the marathon, because the oxidative stress of our cells are rising, which is, to simply explain it, an imbalance between the free radicals and antioxidants in our body that can lead to cellular damage. Therefore, it is very important that after a marathon, even though you feel good, that you really give your body time to repair itself. Because it's not only on a muscle level we are damaged, but also on a cellular level. And because it is also on a cellular level that we are damaged, this is a time when our body is actually most vulnerable of all for infections, etc. However, luckily, we can also try to combat this a little bit with food. So if we eat food that is high in antioxidants, such as berries or omega-3, which is salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, etc., then we can help our body with improving the amount of antioxidants and also omega-3, which will lower our inflammation. And then 12 to 24 hours after a marathon, then the inflammation is still rising, and actually our overall strength can drop by 20 to 30%. So that also means that actually our coordination will decline, and even though you think you're okay, your body is not yet. Therefore, very important to, up to 24 hours, really take it easy. Try to minimize walking, don't be on your feet too long, and really focus on hydration, eating carbs. And that is only about the first 24 hours after your marathon, but actually your body needs approximately 5 to 10 days to be really fully recovered from the effort. And then even after those 10 days, it is not advisable to already start with interval sessions, because our muscles might feel good, our cells are more or less also recovered, but our heart is also a muscle, and it might be that our heart needs a little bit more time to be fully recovered as well. So you can start doing some sports again, of course, but rather focus on cross-training instead of really retaking your running routine. Because if you start too early with already pushing your body again, then you can only increase your risk of injury. Progress is not gonna happen, but the risk of injury is. Because honestly, and that is where a lot of runners get it wrong, recovery is not only about resting, but it's also about rebuilding itself. And if you are curious on learning more how to rebuild yourself in a long-term sustainable way as a runner, then I have some good news, because I'm working on a science-based coaching app that helps runners understand more the why behind topics like this. If you are interested in becoming a founding member, then I will leave the link below. Founding members will receive an exclusive discount for signing up. And if you're not interested in this, but do want to see more running related with scientific evidence content, then subscribe and like. See you in the next video.